Hello again and welcome to Ndudu by Fafa. Family, thank you ever so much for tuning in for another exciting and delicious recipe. If this is your first time, you're welcome, and let's get on this train of flavors. So today I'll be sharing my classic macaroni salad, which is packed with so much flavors. Now, of course, just to start this off, we need to boil our macaroni. So 2 saucepans in water, and as per the instructions on the packaging, yes, we boil the macaroni till it's al dente. Absolutely. The next thing is I'm adding my salt to taste, but in my case, my Koobi salt blend, which is available on buyndudu.com. I'll leave a link in the description box. So, of course, I'm mixing everything together, and I'm just going to allow this to simmer until it's perfect, and then we can proceed. Family, the macaroni looks good. So, of course, I'm now transferring that into a bowl whilst it's piping hot, and just so. Now, whilst this is hot, that's when I like to add some ingredients to it. So I'm going to start off with my finely diced red onions. You can use any other onions, but I think the red onions actually adds that extra color as well, flavor. And then that herbaceous olive oil goes through. So I'm just going to mix all of this together, of course, until it's well combined. And you know what? The heat is just going to release that onion flavor into the macaroni. And it also would help, subside the sharpness of the onions. Next thing is I've got my homemade, slightly smoked salmon pieces, and yes, I've added that to it. I took it out from the fridge, so yet again that residual heat is just going to warm this through. So just imagine biting into this, but of course I need to add some more flavors in the form of my Bolu blend, which is my smoked shrimp blend. Absolutely incredible. So it's made out of pure smoked shrimps, yes, with a little bit of some spices, yes, and herbs, just to make it so. And I've just added a little bit to it because that's just going to give it that seafood or taste of the sea flavor. So bish bash bosh, there's no stress, no wahala. Exactly. So I've mixed everything together, and now I'm just going to be adding some more vegetables. So here I'm adding my steamed carrots. Now when it comes to the vegetables, you can be creative and just use whatever vegetables that you do have available. And for that crunch, I'm now adding my white onion as well. I know. Now instead of the standard, black peppercorn that I've freshly milled over this, I choose to use the rose harissa, which is floral, smoky, and also aromatic. And it gives it that beautiful kick that this dish needs. So a little does go a long way because these are concentrated blends. And so here I'm just drizzling with a little bit. And the aroma, just taking that in. And of course, I'm going to be mixing it together until it's well combined. Now, should we leave this here or should we continue? Trust me, this is a recipe that is a must try. Now, in terms of the fish, you can use mackerel. You can be creative. Here I've got some chopped dill. Yes, because salmon and dill, they are great friends, and it's beautiful. Look at that. It's coming on together. So that dill has that sort of, as a licoricey flavor, which pairs perfectly with this dish. Now, of course, this looks good, and I now need to make my dressing, the dressing now, yes. So to my bowl, I'm adding my mayonnaise, yes, and I'm using store-bought mayonnaise here. Next thing is I'm adding my apple cider vinegar, which cuts through that fattiness beautifully. And then my raw honey, which has got that mint flavor. Yet again, that is available on buyndudu.com. And as I mentioned earlier, I'll leave a link in the description box. Now what I need to do is mix everything together until it's well combined, because this one, baby, flavor zone. And then instead of mustard, I prefer horseradish, especially when I'm making a seafood or fish dish, yes, because I love the flavors of horseradish. which is more like an aromatic ginger flavor, absolutely. So I've just mixed that in until it's well combined, and I think that my dressing is perfectly ready. So at this point, I saw some, well, had some red peppers left, so I just added that to it. As I mentioned, you can be creative. You can add your peas as well. I think the day after I made this, I also added some peas later, yes. So yeah, you've got that choice in doing so. So anyway, it's now time for me to just drizzle the salad dressing all over the macaroni. Din, 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 macaroni, hey, macaroni. Family, let me share a little secret. Now, the process of making this recipe with a piping hot macaroni allowed for the infusion of flavors from the word go, because of course that residual heat allowed the flavors of the ingredients to infuse into the macaroni. Now, to take this flavor experience to another level, refrigerate this overnight and enjoy it and thank me later, because of course the flavors would have settled. Absolutely delicious. Your family, your friends, whoever you're cooking for will definitely thank you. Now, if you haven't heard, I've got my online deli shop, which is buyndudu.com, and I specialize in artisanal products, so freshly made products straight from my kitchen to yours. They're uniquely made but concentrated on the West African flavors. Yes, absolutely. So you will find things like the Koobi atadi, the Tulu beefy atadi. I've got the jollof blends, the holy grail blends, the rose harissa. I mean, the flavors I've definitely thought about it. So yes, it's got you covered, and it just makes your cooking journey much easier. I concentrate on the flavors and you just enjoy the cooking. Absolutely. Now, you will find traditional African recipes on my blog ndudubyfafa.blogspot.com, so do check it out. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and TikTok as well as Ndudu by Fafa and Buy Ndudu, so do pass by and say hi. Norel, thank you very much for my theme song. And until my next recipe with you, kings and queens, if you do like what you see, please don't forget to click the subscribe button. Yes, save the video, share with your family and friends, and also the notification bell. Click that to all so that you do not miss any future videos. And I do not want to miss you. You know what? Thank you ever so much for your support. And may grace and mercy find you. Wherever you do, have an amazing time. And I'll see you in my next recipe. Me, I love you for you.